Starting last week, many Bowdoin students began looking over their shoulders with disturbing frequency, regarding any stranger with suspicion, and going into panicked frenzy at the sight of a loose sock. This mass paranoia is the result of Residential Life's campus-wide assassin game, which 271 students entered in the hopes of winning an iPod Nano. Each participant received a Res Life-issued card with their target's name and the game's rules, which designate bathrooms, bedrooms, classes, and the Res Life office as safe zones. A kill occurs when the target is hit with a clean sock and then transfers his or her card to the assassin. Victory, plus the iPod, go to the one ruthless killer who stands over the corpses of 270 defeated students. BCNews selected several compelling assassinations or attempts for dramatic reenactment. Freshman Jourdain Hall narrowly evaded death at her Hyde Hall bedroom, only to fall several days later in the dining hall to her assailant.
He first came to my dorm around 11 something at night, and he actually stayed out till about 2 in the morning. And I didn't see him, but my friends got the elevator for me, and I rushed downstairs, and I actually hid on the first floor, so I live on the fourth. And the next day, I was going to dinner, and I had my tray in my hand, and one of my friends came up to me and said, "Run." And he's charging after me, and I have the tray, so I kind of draw it into the dark room, but he ends up stopping me in the back, so I got assassinated.
One of BCN's own, Junior Mike Julian, used his position at the Smith Union info desk to lure his victims, including freshman Noah Isaacson, to their fates.
I was in my room one day doing some work, and this guy gives me a call, tells me I have a package waiting over at the information desk in Smith Union. And so it's pouring raining out, so I get all bundled up in my rain gear, head over there, mailroom's closed, so I'm like, okay, no big deal, I'll go get it tomorrow. Walk up to the info desk, and like as I'm walking by, dude comes out of nowhere and just whips a sock at me. And like as it's flying through the air, I was like, oh god, assassin game, right? Totally forgot what was going on. Just sort of froze, got hit with a sock, got knocked out.
Later, Julian's public position proved to be his downfall, unfolding in a dramatic double murder involving Keith Matera and Allie Chase.
I remember the day like it was last Friday. I was sitting at the info desk doing my homework, keeping occupied, doing all the work student activities needs, being the hub of student activities. And when I saw Keith Matera walk around the corner, he looked like the shooter in a villainous movie. Reached into his pocket, I immediately started to run. And then that's what hit me in the back. I slunk to the floor in despair, realizing that my assassin game was thus over. Ultimately, he met his fate that day too, because had he had not come for me, he would not have been assassinated by Allie Chase.
Senior Nick Kasprak participated in perhaps the game's most audacious episode, in his attempts to kill freshman Sean Wilner.
Everybody on his floor knew who I was and what I was doing there. I wasn't very stealthy about the whole thing. They were kind of laughing about it, chuckling. They seemed to be innocent bystanders, so I didn't pay much attention to them. And eventually, Sean opens the door to the bathroom, and he's just standing in the doorway, and we have a little standoff. I can wait here all night.
So I have to do this to you?
What do you mean? Very suddenly, the 10 or so other freshmen that are watching this encounter suddenly attack me, and they pin me against the wall. He throws the shaving cream to one of these freshmen, and they squirt my sock with the shaving cream. And so I was thus disarmed with the shaving cream and was unable to make the hit that night, which was very disappointing.
During BCN's filming of the Wilner-Kasprak reenactment, freshman John Vieira took advantage of the situation to avenge his friend's death, felling the unsuspecting senior as he cleared 4th floor Hyde of residual shaving cream.
I just got my 6th kill, Nick Kasprak. Basically, the girl I killed last night, Tony, informed me that that was him while we were filming this whole reenactment, and so I ran upstairs, got a sock, told her to get the card ASAP, and then boom.
I'm pretty disappointed. I feel kind of like BCN set me up. So you guys are all a bunch of jerks.
At press, a winner in campus-wide assassin has yet to emerge. And while many students' participation in the game have come to untimely ends, the paranoia continues for others in the quest for the iPod Nano. For BCN News, I'm Hobie Kropp.